Welcome back to Cutting Edge Consciousness, thought-provoking discussions and bold ideas from the edge of possibility.
And we're back on Cutting Edge Consciousness. Freeman Michaels here with Barnett Bain.
Indeed. Absolutely here. During the break, I was sitting in the afterglow of Sister Jenna.
Yep.
And she does leave a glow.
She does.
And I was contemplating something that she said, something about people doing in their spiritual work, or people who are providing. I'm paraphrasing, but it was something about providing service inside of spiritual work. And as I thought about it, I realized there is no work of any kind
That's not spiritual.
that is not spiritual work.
Yeah.
So it is part of this arbitrary veil of separation, of distinction making, of what is spiritual and what isn't spiritual.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
an
like
ego
it is
trip.
like a fish. Is like a fish doesn't know it's in water, but this part of the ocean is ocean, and the rest of where I swim, non-ocean. So in this part of ocean, all transactions, these are spiritual and they are held to a higher standard. But when I swim over here, that water, different thing. So there is not a, in my own framing of this, there are distinctions to be made about what is or isn't a spiritual experience. There is only the enchantment. There are distinctions to be made about exploiting, taking advantage of, consciously or unconsciously, someone else's self-imposed or accepted as accepted because it was the cultural experience of that kind of distinction. There are. I understand that most people think that spirituality is a roped off area, and that inside of that area, commerce, whether it's financial commerce or the commerce of ideas or emotions, is held to a different standard. And so I am aware that someone that is operating inside of that mindset would be well served to be aware of it, because there are considerations. But the larger truth is, it's all water.
Yeah. The thing about Sister Jenna that I really appreciate, it's her there's a purity of intention, and her own sort of self-regulating about when she's not in that purity of intention. And there's something really beautiful for me in that commitment to that purity of intention. I heard what you said, Barnett. It feels like I just went a different direction. Maybe I did. I'm sort of just balancing it out because, look, that we're all on this growth trajectory, and that there is no hierarchy in how we're growing. And to parcel out one part is spiritual and the other part is not spiritual is arrogance to the highest degree. However, there is something in the clarity of intention and the desire to quiet the chatter and get really clear. And for me, it's also part of her intention is to serve. Sister Jenna really shows up as someone who wants to serve others. And that, to me, is beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So we just made a giant pot of conundrum and soup, but that's good. We like it that way. We like it good and messy.
To serve and to become close, to become very close with what we think and what we feel, and to begin to tease out with some, even Socratic questioning.
Mm.
Is that mine? Or is that original with me, or is that inherited from institutions, culture, the latest Transformers movie? Is that mine or Michael Bay's or my mother's?
Right.
And to begin to have a healthy rapport with what we're feeling and what we are thinking is the key. It turns the key in the lock to more freedom, because otherwise we operate inside of sets of assumptions that we either choose for ourselves actively, yes, I'm going to be that, or we allow. We're always getting exactly what we want in life. It's not necessarily what we ask for in life, but it's always what we want in life, because we are always either creating it by directly choosing it, or by allowing it because of the assumptions that we have inherited about the world that we just take on. This is the way it is.
Okay, now I'm going to interrupt you because we have to end the show. What I love about this show is it's so incomplete. I have so much I want to say, and it's not going to get to happen. So here's what we offer. There's more on this thought. You just have to tune in next week, and we'll pick it up.
We're going to keep going on the next show.
Yeah, why not? So we will carry this over, and you will get to hear more about it if you tune in again to Cutting Edge Consciousness. Thanks for listening today. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.